Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance for you. Today I want to talk about a fragrance from the house of Zegna, and this is a brand new 2020 release. This one is called Roman Wood, and I got this 5 ml decant from a website called My Sensi. So if you're interested in this fragrance and you don't want to blind buy the bottle, or you don't live near Zegna Boutique and you can't easily find a sample of it, by all means, consider getting a decant from that website. Nice little label there. And yeah, 5 mLs is a lot of juice for this particular fragrance. I've been wearing this one all week and hardly put a dent in it already. So, um, like I said, it's classified as a Oriental Woody 2020 release. Top notes include bergamot, cypress, rosemary, and sage. Middle notes of pine, cedar, and moss. And in the base, once again, pine, amber, and vanilla. So this one, yeah, as the name implies, it is all about woods, pretty much. Very woody fragrance. Now you do get some of that bergamot up front there, and it stays with the fragrance for pretty much the entire duration of it. So if you're familiar with Zegna, they do own and grow their own bergamot. So they try to put bergamot in a lot of their fragrances, and this one is no exception. You do get that fresh bergamot up front. And then in addition to that, lots of woods here. You see cypress, pine, cedar. Um, Pretty sure some places mention guaiac wood as well, because there does seem to be a touch of a like an old wood type smell in here, but you do get like a pine wood, maybe like a sandalwood type smell here. So for the most part, it's just a pleasant modern wood scent with a little bergamot up top. If you like fragrances like eccentric molecules, Molecule 01, Diptyque's Tam Dao, maybe even Wonderwood. Um, this one kind of falls in that same category. D Square 2, Rocky Mountain Wood. Fragrances like that, very woody fragrances. Um, Now this one is one of those expensive exclusive Zegna fragrances. Bottles of this fragrance sell for about $230. So I don't know how many people are going to go that high for this particular fragrance, because I think there are a lot of woody alternatives to this one you could consider. Like most of the ones I think I mentioned are probably cheaper. Like Wonderwood is probably one of my favorite woody fragrances. Pretty sure you can get that one for a lot cheaper than this. But if you like a woody fragrance with a little bit of a bergamot top to give it some added freshness, some citrus, this one would work great as a good office scent. Slightly mature, easy to wear. I haven't gotten any feedback on this one. It does seem to wear kind of light, at least the way I applied it, just a couple squirts on the neck, maybe one on each wrist. So and a lot of people seem to agree with me. It's not a very strong fragrance, but if you work in a work setting, you don't want to overpower or offend anybody, this one's a good one to check out. For fans of woody notes, um, bergamot. As far as what it reminds me of, I've never been to Rome. I think they were trying to go with a Roman theme here. Um, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to smell like you're walking through a forest in Rome, or if you're just going into like a Roman cathedral where there might be like some woody um, smells from the church itself. So something like that. Just a fresh woody smell here. The pine here doesn't remind me too much of like Christmas trees, which is sometimes the case with woody pine fragrances, but it's just a nice, pleasant woody smell with some bergamot. Don't get a lot of herbal tones here. There's supposed to be some sage in here, rosemary, but maybe slightly herbal, but not. But mostly, I think the woods are allowed to shine here, in the bergamot as well. So, touch of sweetness in the base from the vanilla amber. Not a lot of that either. So, if you're a fan of vanilla and amber, you're not getting a lot of that here. It just adds a supporting tone to the base here. So, final thoughts on this one. The smell. I'm gonna give it 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a nice smell, but not something that I'm obliged to order online or rush down to my nearest Zegna boutique and purchase. protection longevity. I'm gonna say maybe 2 to 4 hours. I mean, it's just sort of a light fragrance, and I have a hard time picking up on it for most of the time I have it on. Nobody gave me any feedback on this one or say, hey, that's a new one you're wearing. What's that? I didn't get any of that with this one. And I could have gone heavier probably, but I decided to just go with 4 sprays from the decant, and I didn't get any feedback. And I could smell it on myself a little bit, but it didn't seem to be very overpowering. Versatility, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. I think this is a good workday scent year round. Um, the freshness from the bergamot certainly makes it okay for spring and summer. The woody aspects make it suitable for the cooler weather as well. But certainly not like a date night or a clubbing scent. More just daily wear, signature scent type thing. Price point, like I said, $230 for 3.4 ounces. You can get this at Bloomingdale's. If you didn't want to blind buy or spend that much money on a fragrance not sure you're going to like, be like me, just spend about maybe $18, $19, get a 5 ml decant from my Sensi, and yeah, you'll by the time you're done with it, you'll have a good idea how you feel about it. Or if you just want to wear it, a few times here and there, this one might actually last you for several years anyway. So that would be my recommendation. If you're a fan of woody scents and bergamot, give this one a go. See what you think. Uh, Probably not my favorite one from Zegna, but I think it's a lot better than some. I think it's more versatile than like Indonesian wood. I'm not sure if I like it quite as much as Peruvian Ambrette. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having a bottle, but I don't think I'm going to spend 230 for it. So those are my thoughts on this one. Final score, I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.